Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lukenessmonster. If you guys have been paying attention to the Black Series over the last year to 2 years, you've known that Black Series has done a ton of brand new Separatist figures. Some of these figures include Super Battle Droid, Droideka, and so much more. And these figures are some of the best figures ever introduced into the line. And so because of that, today we're going to be looking at the top 10 best Black Series Battle Droids. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Really quick though, we're actually giving away this Black Series Phase 1 Captain Rex at 19,000 subscribers. And right now we're so close to hitting that number. So if you guys do want to enter, 1, you have to be subscribed to the channel. And 2, once we hit 19K, I'll release a giveaway video. All you have to do is comment on that giveaway video to enter. Anyway, onto the video. If you guys are a fan of all things movie, TV shows, or pop culture, make sure to check out the Lukeness TV channel because we cover all of that there. We've got videos on Star Wars, Marvel, and so much more. So make sure to go check it out if you're not already subscribed. Coming in at the number 10 spot, I actually gave it to just the standard battle droid. And there's specifically 2 versions that work for this, either the red box version or the version from the Phantom Menace exclusive card back. Both these figures are pretty decent and I think they're weathered very nicely, which is good. And yeah, they're just classic battle droids. There's nothing super special about them. Of course, the biggest problem with this figure is the articulation, and that's something that we're going to be talking about a lot in this video when it comes to battle droids, is the B1 battle droid mold that Hasbro has just sucks. And so that's why this one is pretty low on the list. The mold's not great. And so setting articulation aside, visually it looks really good, and that's really what is the best part about this figure. Then coming in at the number 9 spot, this one could be kind of controversial, but I gave it to the Republic Commando battle droid. This one is on the exact same body as pretty much all the B1 battle droids. We only have one B1 battle droid mold, but this one has a completely different deco. It's based off of the battle droid design from the video game Republic Commando. It's more of a like gunmetal gray color with a lot of like weathering and oil and kind of stuff all over it. It looks really cool and it's a unique design, and that's what I really like about it. And to be honest, as far as the actual like accuracy to the game goes, it's not great, but it's just one of these characters that I never thought we'd get in the line. It's pretty niche and it's something that I have such a love for. I'm a huge Republic Commando fan, and so I think the nostalgia factor is what really sold it for me. So this is one of my favorite figures in the line, and it's definitely one of the coolest battle droids we have in the line for sure. At the number 8 spot, it's another similar figure, and to be honest, a lot of people won't even be able to tell the difference, but it's the training battle droid. This one is a pretty recent release. It came out in a Gaming Greats 2-pack alongside another Battlefront 2 character. But like I said, this one is based off of its appearance in Battlefront 2. And this one is a cool looking battle droid. It has this kind of like white base body with these orange targets all over it. This thing was first introduced into the Clone Wars. We see Domino Squad fight a lot of these guys in like season 3 of the Clone Wars. And that's the main reason I really like this figure. The Domino Squad arc in the Clone Wars is one of my favorites in the entire show. And so I really liked getting this version of the character into the line. Like I said, it's pretty niche and it doesn't like show up a ton in the TV series, but it is cool to get it in the line. And this one is specifically based off of Battlefront 2 because that skin does show up in the game, so it's pretty cool, and it's like I said, it's a little bit of a niche thing, but it's one of my favorites. Coming in at the number 7 spot, this is one that I think is okay, and that is the Jedi Survivor Commando droid. As far as paint deco goes, I really don't care about the paint deco on this guy. It's got a lot of gold on it, and I think that's kind of cool, but as far as like Separatist battle droids go, I think it's just kind of mediocre. The thing that really sells this guy is the mold that it's on, because it's on the Commando body. The Commando body is really good, and it fixes a lot of the problems that the normal battle droid has, and so it doesn't have the problem standing up, and it has much better articulation. But as far as the design goes, I like the repainted designs that show up in Jedi Survivor, but I just like the normal like Clone Wars style designs better, and so that's why this one's a little bit lower on the list. And at the number 6 spot, we have another figure for the exact same reason, and that is the Super Battle Droid from Jedi Survivor. This one is slightly above the other one just because it has the rocket cannon arm. This is something that none of the normal battle droids have, only this Jedi Survivor version. So fingers crossed Hasbro implements this into a future battle droid release. But the rocket arm is just really cool. As far as the paint deco goes, it's okay. I think I like it better than the Commando droid, but it's still not something that you could kind of put on the Separatist shelf and it would blend in. It just doesn't really fit with the rest of your Separatist kind of battle droids. At the number 5 spot, I give it to the Stap speeder bike. As far as the battle droid goes, it's definitely a lesser version compared to the standard release, and that's because the weathering on it really sucks. They kind of just added like a dark wash over it rather than actual weathering points, and so it kind of has this like dirty feel to it, but it's just the weathering is not as precise as before. But it gets kind of canceled out because it's on the Stap speeder bike, which is just really cool. It's something that a lot of people, including me, have been wanting in the line for so long, and so to finally get that released last year, it's been a dream come true, and it's one of the coolest kind of like mini speeders that we have in the line, and it's something I hope Hasbro does more of in the future. Coming in at the number 4 spot, this one might be kind of controversial, but I gave it to the Magna Guard. And I know a lot of people are going to be upset that this is so high up on the list, but it's a figure that I really like, just because I like the design for the Magna Guard. He does have some problems. The knees are really weak, and so he doesn't like to stand up very well. And then he also does have the problems with like the shoulder pads and then the electro pieces on the staff just falling off willy-nilly all the time. And honestly, these are valid complaints, but to be honest, I think the cool factor kind of outweighs that, because once you get it in a good pose, you can keep it in that pose and it looks really good. It's visually amazing. The articulation's pretty solid except for those loose knees. It's just a good looking figure. And so if you can get past some of the poor articulation and the bits falling off, if you get it in a pose you like and you put it on the shelf, it's gonna look good on the shelf, and that's one of my favorite parts about it. And then we do have the Revenge of the Sith version coming out later this year, which is unfortunately not on this list just because it's not out yet. But I do think that this one would probably take the spot of that once that's released, just because I like the blue Revenge of the Sith version a lot better. Coming in at the number 3 spot, it's a figure we already briefly talked about, but it is the Commando droid. This figure is really, really good. The articulation is leaps and bounds better than the standard battle droid. It's so much better that you can actually stand him up without the fear of it just falling over. I think the paint deco is a whole lot better than the Jedi Survivor version. This one looks like it's something that would show up in the Clone Wars, and that's something I like. I like the kind of like brown color scheme this guy has going on. It's also got a lot of like little hints of weathering on there too, which is pretty cool. Biggest problem with this guy is the vibro knife just is like molded in this pearl plastic and it doesn't have any paint on it, which really sucks. But other than that, it's a near perfect figure. At the number 2 spot, I had to give it to the Droideka. This one is, like we like to say on the channel, a big beefy boy. He's a very large figure, but it looks so cool. It's so intricate, lots of little tiny moving parts, but once you get it into a really cool looking pose, this thing will be the centerpiece of your Separatist display. It's big and it has a large shelf presence, but it looks so cool. It has this kind of like red metallic for the armor of it, and then the rest of the figure is molded in this like gunmetal gray color, and it just all goes together so nicely. Like really just a huge props to the Hasbro like engineering team that put all of this together, because it just turned out perfect. If you made it this far into the video, you're probably a big fan of the channel, so let me tell you about our channel membership giveaways for the month of July. For our standard members, we're going to be giving away this Black Series Rebel Commando figure, and for our premium members, we're going to be giving away this Black Series ARC Trooper 5s. Anybody who hits that join button down below during the month of July will automatically be entered to win, so make sure to go down, hit that join button down below, and become a channel member. But that brings us to the number 1 spot, and that has to be the Super Battle Droid. This is one of the best Black Series figures ever. Period. Not just Battle Droid, but just figure ever. This thing perfectly captures what the Super Battle Droid looked like in Attack the Clones. The proportions are great, the weight is nice, it's like nice and heavy, but it feels sturdy and strong at the same time. That's kind of a problem that we have with figures, is that it's heavy and so it tips over and it doesn't want to stand up. This thing, it's heavy and it feels good to hold, but it's strong and it's firm and it's not gonna tip over on you, which is something that's really, really nice and something that could have just been a deal breaker for this figure. It's got great paint apps with a lot of different metallic kind of gunmetal gray colors, even a hint of blue on the face. It's got good paint apps. The single release does have the laser effect, which is such a cool accessory. I love blast effects in the line, and so to get a blast effect for this guy is also just a dream come true. And then the real kicker is the removable panels. The headpiece and the chest piece can come off to show the battle damaged pieces of the Super Battle Droid, which is something, if you played Republic Commando, is so cool. It's a nice little hidden detail that most people would probably even miss. Like, they wouldn't even know that these parts come off of their battle droid, but they do, and it shows all of the inner working and sculpting that went into this battle droid mold, and it looks so good. It's the little attention to detail here that has this massive callback to one of my most beloved games of all time that really secures this the number 1 spot. But yeah, I would love to know what you guys have to think about it. So let me know down below, leave a comment with your top 10 best Black Series clankers. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.